Some of them are going to pass. Some of them they're going to play, and there's going to be some bankers as well from all of us. I have to say, boys, I find this week the absolute toughest. Big Man and myself were chatting a little bit on Twitter. Big Man, you said it, even yourself. You're top of the standings. You're actually the only guy in profit here. You're saying this week is a little bit tough. Are you feeling tough? It's a tough week.
I don't know that it's a tough week. I think there's always value you can find, but I think, the matches are getting a little tougher. You've added things you got to worry about now. There are tons of teams worrying about relegation. There are teams that have Champions League, that you have Europa League. There's all sorts of different matches. FA Cup quarters are coming up. So, as always, there's so much going on in football. We just got to kind of make sure we're well aware of that. I actually have a couple draws this week, to be honest, that I'm looking at. So I think there's some value. I've literally every price that I bet this week is above 2.3. So if I have a good week, I'm gonna hit that 30 unit plateau hopefully.
Very nice. Well, listen, bring us up in profit, Alex, as well. You've struggled because you're doing so well in best bets. Again, struggling with Premier League. How do you find this week's slate?
Very weird matches, and I have to rethink my Arsenal versus Watford game, given the fact that Arsenal played so well today against AC Milan. But no, I will stick with my first selection. I will not go back. It's never good to rethink your first feeling. Yes, you can play. You can bet some in-play tips. You can play some in-bet plays that might offer you profit. But when you have a feeling about a match, it's never good to have a second feeling. Better, if you think that you will have a second feeling, better to pass on that match.
Yeah. Do you know, because I'm going to be honest this week, I've got feelings about the matches with a lot of question marks. So I'm going to listen to you guys. I've got some that I'm completely certain on, and then some that I have got question marks in. And interestingly, Big Man, you mentioned a couple of draws. I'm not a draw player. I find that playing the draw nervous. I've got some question marks on the draw. So if you say it is a draw, if you're going, I may also take the plunge as well. But Flash, I know we've done Premier League punters in the past. And you say at some point, obviously towards the end of the season, it starts getting tough. When does it start getting even tougher than it's got before? What week is that? Do you know?
Well, first of all, out of Big Man saying that he wants to get to 30. If I have a great week this week, I think I might get to 30 as well. But mine will be a red 30
minus.
And a minus 30.
You'll be on zero.
No, listen, this year has been a really unique year because you've got 10 sides that there's nothing between them. So it's very hard to stick your hat on them and say this will happen. I mean, it has been a really freaky year like that. And then you've got also some of the top sides that you can only put your hat on. They've let you down as well. So, I mean, Chelsea have been very in and out. Arsenal have been either dog awful or out of this world. So you're not really going, apart from maybe Man City and maybe Liverpool, and obviously Big Man earlier on in the year going with Burnley. They're the only three sides that I think this year have actually done a good turn. I mean, anybody else, you from week, they've been completely different. Now, and I'll go back to your original question. You can't really say yet because normally you've got 5 or 6 sides. Maybe they're the ones that are going to be in a relegation dogfight. They're the ones that are going to be scrapping for their lives. But I'm spotting a few. There's 10 of them that are in it. Some of them are not even fighting. I think they look at the league table and not look at the points because the performances of the likes of the West Ham, Palace, Southampton, there's no urgency. And then people can turn and go, well, hang on a minute. Palace scored 2 against Man United the other night. Everyone can play when the big team comes to town. It's a full house. It's live on telly.
Yeah.
It's not. It's when it's 3 o'clock and it's behind it's not, the cameras are not on you live and you have to deliver. And so many teams are wanting. And obviously we're saying that West Brom have gone already.
Flash, what are you going to name every team today? We got to get done today.
It's the Flash show. He wants you.
Flash is going
He's
through his
probably
life
passing
story.
on quite
I'll
a few,
let
so he wanted to get some voice time in. Just listen. So
Oh,
before we kick off, I just wanted to Saeed's back. Chef Michael, what up, guys? David Hutton, Freestyle Fakiri, Abdul, Musty, a lot of guys here. Ole Miss, nice to see you on the floor. Delo 4 as well, and a few comments as well, which is very interesting. Great thing is YouTube now has got the comment section, so for those watching it after live, you can read it. Okay, wait, before we start, quickly, if we can pull up at some point the graphic, just to show you how we are doing. Nothing, a lot of us in the negative, but listen, we're honest. We're showing you how we are doing all season long. First match, Manchester United versus Liverpool here. Man United 2.7, Liverpool 2.8, draw 3.4. Last 6 head-to-heads have gone under 2.5 goals. They do often say the trend is not your friend. The best bet show, both Alex and Martin were on both teams to score. Big man, is the trend your friend in this one, or can we expect some goals?
Yeah, I think we can definitely expect some goals, but I'm actually going to go with the side here. I'm going to just grab Liverpool. I've mentioned for most of the season, I'm not interested in Manchester United really. And I know it is a road game, but as we know, this is a big rivalry match. Both teams will be up for it. Both teams will be pumped up. When I get Liverpool at 2.79, 2.8, I have to play it. It's an auto bet for me. We should see some goals. I think it's 2-1, but Liverpool right now, side-wise, is just on fire. They're coming off the Champions League. I think they use that kind of, as motivation here, continuing to kind of run up the Premier League, table here. I'm going to go Liverpool. It's not much to it. I like the addition of obviously Van Dijk. He gives them a dynamic defender now all of a sudden. And, Mo Salah's playing the best in the world right now. Give me Liverpool at 2.8.
Okay, and I did read one of the comments here saying Liverpool, but then we've got John Smith saying big pass for me, but definitely lean on the Liverpool there. Where did I see that? Oh, Freestyle Fakiri says took Liverpool at 2.9. You playing this match, Flash?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, and a bit like what Big Man was saying, but I'm going the opposite side of the fence. I'm going with Man United. 2.7 at home. I know that's your nap.
Fills him with confidence now, doesn't it?
Exactly. No, I've got to go with Manchester United, only because this is the biggest game of the season, regardless of Man City. This has always been the biggest, although obviously not in the same city. But Mourinho and Klopp, I see it being a tight game, and Man United already beaten Chelsea. All right, didn't deserve to. They could just find a way of getting to winning these games, and I can see them doing it again. And at 2.7 at home, I can't turn them down.
All right, so Flash is on Man United, Big Man is on Liverpool. Alex, can you shed some light? Are you playing the outrights?
I'm surely not on Man United. No. Yes. Marseille just scored versus Athletic Bilbao. I'm really happy about that. We had Marseille, Big Man, remember? So I'm going a Liverpool with draw no bet, a little bit more cautious at 2.02, and I have a second bet for this one, both as official bets, both team to score at 1.7. It's no possible way for Liverpool to lose this one. Yes, I know that I said again when Flash went against me with Chelsea. I went Chelsea draw no bet, and he went with Manchester United. Hopefully, he will not read the same this match. So hopefully, Liverpool will take something from this match. I see a 2-1 situation here, 3-1 situation. I don't know. I am really confident on Liverpool to overcome Man United and to pass second in the standings in the Premier League. So draw no bet 2.02, both team to score 1.75.
Yeah, a draw no bet option as well. I think Saeed Liverpool draw no bet is safe for me. One thing though we've not discussed obviously is the Champions League fixture next week against Sevilla. is this almost an argument to not play Manchester United, or again to go against the trend? Dalo 4 says last 6 head-to-heads have been under 2.5 goals. My lean in this match is under 2.5 goals, 1.95. It's a lean, but because of their pending Champions League match, will they be rotating players, or is this match just too important? What do you think, Flash?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. You broke up there halfway through, so you have to go over that a little bit with me again.
Oh, well, they're pending Champions League fixture. Would you say that could almost be an argument to not back Manchester United?
No, I think that Man United want to nail this second place. I think Man United will probably be the happier of the two sides if it comes as a draw. But it comes down to these two sets of fans hate each other. This is like one of the biggest rivalries in the whole of English football. If not the biggest. It is like, it's something I grew up with. Manchester United, Liverpool, right the way through, and now they're sitting, and they are the two favourites to come second. So Mourinho and Klopp, they've got a rivalry as well. So Man United being at home is the only thing that edged it. If it was at Anfield, I'd be going for Liverpool.
Yeah. Hey, Natalie.
You imagine the yeah.
I just want to do a comment on one of the listeners, Jay Sandercock. Jay Sandercock. He says Arsenal wins Europa. I'm willing to make a bet that if Arsenal win Europa League, I will never do another soccer video on this website ever again.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
All right.
We like you though.
I know, but I don't think they're going to win.
I know. I was thinking, no, don't say that.
Okay, then I'll
better you get naked. Better you get naked in front of the camera if you want to.
And run around the shore naked.
Look at Alex wanting you to get naked.
Listen, I'll donate. I'll donate to charity. I'll donate 500 to charity if they win. If Arsenal win, 500 to charity if they win. If they lose, I'll still donate to charity. Not gonna happen.
There we go. Okay, so we've got Manchester United, Flash, Liverpool, Big Man, and Alex, both teams to score there, but he does like the draw no bet option. Newcastle versus Southampton. This is one of my possible draws here. Newcastle 2.7, Southampton 2.9, draw 3.2. Both teams fighting relegation, 16th and 17th. Saints struggle on the road. I think this is my lean, the draw here. Biggest price out of the three. Big Man, are you on a draw here?
Yes, draw 3.1. Yeah, I'm on that here. I actually want to shout out Flash. He was seemingly at this point looks dead on Everton. I mean, they've really struggled. Last 11 matches, 6 defeats. And Brighton has played 4 or 5 at home, so now you got to head out on the road, go way north, up into Everton. That's kind of a long road trip. They've only won 2 times on the road all year.
We are Newcastle versus Southampton, didn't you?
Oh, whoops, sorry. I guess
Newcastle versus Southampton.
Oh, whoops. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm actually on the draw there too, so I'll get back to that one later. Yeah, I'm on the draw here too in the Southampton game. But I'm actually going to go a different way, Natalie. I'm going to go draw and the under 3.75, so under 2.5 at 3.75. 13 draws this year for Southampton, 21 for both of these teams combined. Neither team have a ton of confidence right now. I think both teams could do it a point here. I'm going to go draw on the under 2.5. I think this could very well be 0-0 or 1-1. I'll go draw on the under 2.5 at 3.75 in Southampton and Newcastle.
Right, so you went line there when you said you were aiming for that 30 mark. Okay, so draw and the under 3.5. Flash, what do you like?
Well, I like absolutely every single word. I mean, I'm going to pass this game, but I like every single word that Big Man's just said. But because it's Southampton, I've just got to leave them alone. And the positives you've got in what Big Man's just said is accumulating a point at this stage of the season with it being so tight, and the way that Southampton have got a better goal difference than nearly everybody else, then it's decent. And a win, well, that's just like winning the lottery. So for me, I've got to pass it, but you've totally got to look at your 0-0 and 1-1.
Yeah. John Smith as well. Good bet, Big Man. He's liking the under 2.5 goals in that one. Southampton can't score. Have you got any bets for this match, Alex?
both teams to score at evens. Yeah, 1-1 final time. Hopefully,
All right. Well,
for all our tips to come in that one. Both teams to score at evens. I have a feeling.
okay, he's got a feeling. I hope the feeling is right. I'm taking the draw in this one. 3.2, the higher of the three odds. Newcastle just 1 win in 5. Saints 2 wins in 5. Fighting relegation. Let's hope it's a 1-1 draw. Everton versus Brighton now. Everton 2.15, draw 3.1, Brighton 3.7, 11th and 10th. I did see a couple of comments earlier, I think, pointing to the Everton win. Flash, you often back Everton, don't you? Is this you continuing to back Everton?
At home against Brighton.
At home.
2.25. Yeah, I have gone with Everton, only because I think that the pace that they've got at home, they have turned into flat track bullies. At home, they're completely different to what they are away. Away, disarray, can't defend. Honestly, the defensive lines, like the VAR system, it's all wobbly. So I'm Everton's probably one of my only actual selections, along with Man United. So yeah, I've gone with Everton at 2.25. I think that they'll be far too sharp.
Yeah. What about the confidence, obviously, with Brighton beating Arsenal? Could they pose a thorn there for Everton, big man? Or looking at Brighton's on the other side, looking at Brighton's away form, they do struggle. I think it's 7 scored over 14 games. Is it an Everton win?
Yeah, I mean, they've only won 2 times in the road all year, Brighton Hove Albion. I mean, they're coming off a stretch now where they beat Arsenal, which was nice, but they played 4 or 5 at home, bit cushy there at home after a while. Now you got to head up north, up to Merseyside to take on Everton. That's a far little trip there, but Everton have been a shambles, and I again will shout out Flash. I mean, he was very very stark on Everton. We try to say I thought they were better, but Big Sam hasn't really done much there. 11 games, last 11, they've only won, I think they have 6 defeats. And you have to ask yourself, I mean, has Big Sam really done anything that Ronald Koeman wouldn't do? Why not just wait Koeman out and wait till the end of the season? I just don't really understand that thinking pattern. But I'm going to go draw here again, 3.1. I think both teams will be okay with a point here as well. Kind of just right in the middle of the table, not going to win anything. I think 1-1 is very possible. A lot of draws, like I said. This will be another one. Brighton and Everton draw at 3.1.
Interesting. And who is it there? I just saw the comments move up. Somebody said a score draw anyway for Everton versus Brighton. So Alex, is this another draw on this weekend's card?
Not playing the winners market. I see goals in this one. Over 2.5 goals at 2.5. Also, Brighton have goals in them. Everton are playing also home. 2.5 for 3 goals in the match is huge. Given the fact that Brighton are so good at scoring lately. And I think that they will find the back of the net also against Everton easily. So 3 goals in the match at 2.5 looks incredible.
Yeah, I'm Brighton on the road though. I think at home, but let's hope that I don't know. I'd say the odds reflect that it's quite a risky bet, in my opinion. But anybody else see goals in this match?
Oh, I mean, I was going to go Everton to win to 0 because I think that Brighton are a completely different outfit on the road. But they are coming off. Listen, the performance against Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal were like a dog that's been like kicked all around the house. They're lower than a snake's belly. And they've had a couple of decent results at home against teams that just haven't turned up. And listen, Everton have got to put a performance on in front of their own fans. But listen, 2.25 at home with Everton. I expect to see a completely different and better Everton side this time next year.
Okay. All right. I think it's going to be a pass for me. I'm leaning either towards Everton or the draw. Everton draw no bet would be excellent if the odds were higher. I think you can get maximum 1.6, maybe 1.53. But that I would like that bet if I could. Huddersfield versus Swansea. Huddersfield 2.5, draw 3.1, Swansea 3.2, 15th and 13th respectively. I think this is a tough match. Start us off there, Alex. What do you like?
Over 2 goals on the Asian handicap at 1.87. So in case of 2 goals, stake back. In case of
Nice.
3 goals, it's a win.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Okay. What have you got, Flash?
No, it's a pass from me. Too many options here.
Yeah. Big man.
Yeah, I mean Swansea City last 10 games, they've scored goals in 9 of them. They've actually I like what they've done under Carvajal. Honestly, I've mentioned that before. I think Huddersfield are capable of scoring here as well with some of their guys. I mean, both teams will fancy trying to win this one. It's a winnable game for each of them. They're right at the bottom, kind of need to go hard, each of them. I'll go both teams to score at 2.1. I like this
Ooh.
play. I think we see at least 1-1. But in, kind of Alex's play, I'm hoping we see more. I think we can get to 3 goals here.
Yeah, I'm going to take a stab. This was another of my question marks. I am going to take a stab at Huddersfield to win outright 2.5. Huddersfield have had some really tough matches of late. Spurs, Man United, Liverpool, and I think maybe that's could have raised their game headed into this match. Swans, the only tough match that they've had recently was Arsenal, which they won 3-1. I'm going to take a stab. It could be risky, but. I'm going to take a stab 2.5. Alex, what did you say? Did I ask you what you going for in this match?
Yeah, over
He's got
2
over
goals
2.
on the Asian handicap,
Over 2 goals.
1.87.
All right, perfect. West Brom versus Leicester now. Leicester 2.6, West Brom 3, draw 3.2. I was going to skip this match, but we did talk about this on the Best Bet show, and I really liked the bet. Alex, what was the bet you and Martin were going for?
Leicester draw no bet at 1.84. This is my banker of the week for the Premier League Punters.
The banker of the week. And I think Leicester, I think the reason why I was worried about this or nervous about this, West Brom, obviously, they're fighting relegation, but I actually think maybe they've given up. I think their bags are actually packed on this one. And Leicester, they're just a team really that every time I back them, they lose, or I think they're unpredictable. But that draw no bet option, I think, is pretty fantastic. I like the odds, 1.84. Big man, do you have anything to say for this match?
Yeah, I do. And, I'm going to take Leicester City here at a really pretty unbelievable price at 2.62. I mean, this West Brom team is a bunch of gutless hack losers. And to worry about them surprising here, I mean, why? I mean, this team has had ample opportunities to win matches that they should have, and they fell flat in their fucking face. This team sucks. I mean, they lost to Huddersfield. You lose to Watford. They're gutless. They suck. They're going down. There's no saving them. See you later, West Bromwich Albion. Head on down to the championship and have fun. Leicester big, 2.62. Love it.
Okay, going big. What about you, Flash?
Alex special for me. Both teams to score on over 2.5. I can't trust the Leicester the back four. That they seem to let goals in every single week. And that Leicester have got goals in them. So I can easily see this being a 2-1, 3-1 Leicester. So I'm just happy to go with the Alex special at 2.6.
Yeah. Very interesting points divided here on the comments. John Smith, Leicester for the straight win. But then Saeed says Leicester are not that great to bet outright. Abdul Baki says can't trust Leicester. West Brom double chance here. So definitely sort of opinions divided here. Leicester draw no bet for me. All
West
right.
Brom double chance.
West Brom. West Brom double chance. I'm guessing West Brom and the draw.
When it was the last time West Brom won a match? Because I don't remember.
Do you know it's been a long time?
How
it was
many
back
wins?
in January the 13th was when they won their last match.
Wow, little more and
Probably
we will
against
see
the
them
team
scoring
that I went
in the
against.
World Cup.
They've lost 6 in a row. Yeah.
They beat Brighton.
Little more and we will see them scoring in World Cup. 3 months till the World Cup. Come on, West Brom, you can do it.
Come on, West Brom. West Ham now versus Burnley. West Ham 2.25, draw 3.1, Burnley 3.4. Burnley, small shots at the Europa League place. I think they're 5 points behind Arsenal. If Arsenal continue their bad run, Who knows? And quietly sat in 7th. They've been a sort of like a quiet contender here. I think they finished 16th last season. They're on the road. They are the highest price of the 3. I have to say, rather tempted. West Ham, though, 14th, fighting relegation with the home advantage. I am wondering whether to give Burnley a plus 0.5 on the handicap here. I definitely think there's some value. What do you like, Alex?
It's a pass for me. It's a big pass for me. I don't know. West Ham Burnley, big pass for me.
Big pass. Big man, what are you going for?
Burnley, straight win here at what can we get here? 3.76. Looks good to me.
Nice.
I know they don't do well on the road, but West Ham is another gutless bunch of losers. They're fighting going down as well. I mean, listen, this is not a hard game. All you have to do is look at big prices on teams that can probably beat their opponent. I mean, I'm literally getting 2.8, 3.76. I mean, these prices are ridiculous in a coin flip against bad teams a lot of the time. Why is Burnley 3.76 here? Okay, they draw and I lose. Who cares? I'm getting 3.76 of my money against West Ham United. I can bet against West Brom, a team that has not won since the beginning of January, at 2.63. Yeah, that's how I bet soccer. And I'm not going to keep doing it like that.
Yeah. I have to say, big man, you take the bets that I'm almost like nervous to take. I'm just taking Burnley 0.5, 1.7. I think they're going to get something out of this.
Natalie.
I can see it. Listen, results speak for themselves. So I'm thinking I should take a page. I'm just
Natalie, listen. The great Meek Mill said, you can look who up Meek Mill is up in the on Google. Scared money don't make money, and if I ever go broke, I'm gonna take your money. That's what he said, and I live by those rules. Go big or go home, baby. That's what we do here.
There we go. Flash, are you going big or are you going home? Play or pass?
He's already went home.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
been
playing.
home for weeks now.
Yeah, listen, I'm the only person below West Brom. West Brom have got more points than me. I'm going West Ham and Burnley. Alex special for me. West Ham Burnley.
Okay.
At 3.
All right.
I think it's quite a safe play.
Okay. That is quite a big go big or go home actually. Alex classic for this match. Although Saeed says Burnley have barely kept a clean sheet for a long time. But it says Saeed says this could be a 1-0, 0-0, 1-1. Burnley don't score more than 1 and always let a goal in. So there we go. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace.
Sorry, Natalie. Flash's biggest fan, Bill Butlicker, is on the chat. Really, this is his nickname. What I can do about it?
Read what he wrote, Alex. Read what he wrote. I got to hear you say this to Flash. Read it.
Flash, what's up, Gucci pimp?
Now, what's
that?
What's Gucci? What's Gucci, pimp? It means like, what's up? What's
Gucci,
up, Flash?
pimp?
How you hanging? He's calling you a pimp.
Gucci is American style.
Pimp?
Okay. What's Gucci?
I follow Flash like scripture. You know, after our last show, I don't know if you looked at the comments, there was quite a lot of love pouring names as well that I've never seen on live chat. A lot of love for
his name's Butler because he's got to resort to that to make any money. He's in the poorhouse. He's in the homeless chapter.
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully he's staying with rent, because if he was owning his own house till now, he would be homeless.
It's foreclosed on this house.
Hey, hang on a minute. I'm not the only person in red here, you know.
Oh,
People in
green
throw stones.
There's red and there's red, Flash.
No, you cannot take any pride or any victory out of red. All right.
Hey, but
yes,
Flash,
it's true.
listen,
It's
remember.
true. Hey, Flash, but Butlicker is saying that he follows you like scripture. He doesn't follow the other people who are on minus. So if he follows you specifically,
exactly. Well, that's good. He's only just maybe he's my good luck charm. Maybe the Butlicker, me and him are safe.
Flash, just remember, all you have to say when someone wants to talk down and you just say, "Come on, man, I'm an effervescent, never say die forward, the sort the crowd always loved." And although I
Loves it,
wasn't the
doesn't he?
most skillful or front runner, I had a swashbuckling style
Yeah.
that unnerved defenses. Plus, when you Google my name, Nigel Seeley's face comes up. So you can always tell them that.
Does it really? I don't think. What are
Yes.
you
Google
googling?
No.
Flash.
Just Google. Yes, Google Flash Watson and Nigel Seeley's picture comes up.
No.
I
That's
You were
swear.
like
Look,
forever,
Google,
forever joined
just
the hip.
Google Flash Watson,
Yes.
yeah,
and
that,
you'll see.
Exactly.
yeah,
More
that,
images.
that's right. I mean, yeah,
Directly Nigel Seeley on
there we
TV.
go. Yeah, there we go. Well, there we go. You're
No.
gonna have to sort of speak to Google about that one, unless you don't mind Nigel's face coming up. All right, where are we? No, we've done that one. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Chelsea 1.3, draw 5.5, and Palace 11. Chelsea obviously looking for the win after losing to rivals Man City and Manchester United. 1.3 at home, maybe not bad price for an ACCA or combining it with another bet. But I think Chelsea will keep a clean sheet here. I'm going to kick it off. 2, worst road attack. Crystal Palace in 18th. What do you like here, big man?
I don't really like anything. I mean, Chelsea's got the Champions League on deck on Wednesday. This isn't a particularly tough fixture by any means. Crystal Palace not good on the road, as you said, but it's not. This isn't a far trip or anything. It's only across London, really. Yeah, it's a pass for me. I don't really. I mean, the books are saying Chelsea will win fairly easily here, but Crystal Palace has been just so unlucky this year all season. I don't know. Maybe they can scrape a draw or something. I don't know. It passed for me. I'm worried about Chelsea. They're worried about Champions League. Pass for me.
Do you know, you make a very good point. Actually, I forgot about that. And you're right. And it's 1-1. They head to Barcelona, don't they? Alex,
Yeah.
what are you going for? Mm,
Both team to score at 2.23. Exactly. This is what I'm afraid. So also Chelsea Champions League match. This is why I think that Crystal Palace will score in this one. 2.23.
Starting to doubt mine now. What are you going for, Flash?
Pass from me.
Yeah. I might retract it. It's that Champions League match, isn't it? And this is very important indeed. And then they're not in a good position. All right, I'm retracting. I am retracting. Okay. I actually, do you know, both teams to score actually with this point. I think they should be. They need to be resting key players on this one. All right, Arsenal versus Watford now. Arsenal 1.5, draw 4.5, and Watford 6.5. Arsenal, what a team to avoid. I told you, Alex, about your ACCA last week. I told you. You didn't listen. What are you going for this time?
But first, I want to say to Flash that his biggest fan is saying that my mom has a picture of Flash next to the Spanish baby Jesus. So yeah, okay. For Arsenal
He's
versus
got to
Watford,
stay away from them crack pipes.
Exactly.
Wait. Read the next comment. Read the next comment.
She only speaks Spanish, so she can call him El Flasho.
But he hates the Spanish. Remember, Alex? He thinks La Liga sucks.
Yeah,
He does.
El
More fitting then for his
Cucaracha.
name, El
La
Flasho.
Cucaracha. Okay, going Watford plus 1.25 at 1.83.
Watford plus what? Sorry.
Watford plus 1.25 at 1.83.
Okay, yeah, not bad at all. What are you going for, El Flasho?
I'm going for Arsenal -1 at 2.3. Ajamang and Mkhitaryan, they've got to
Alex?
kick it in here. So I'm going for Arsenal -1, 2.3.
Alex is now thinking he might make that his banker. What are you going for, big
Aubameyang.
man?
Flash, it's also Aubameyang, not Ajameyang.
Yeah. Aubameyang.
Aubameyang. There you go. Got
I
it.
speak the Queen's English.
Oh, Jamie.
All right, I'll finish up here. Listen, Natalie, I'll say this. I'm starting to get a little pissed off with these Arsenal fans. I mean, either you're in or you're out. Stop rooting for this team. You all bitch when Arsenal lose. Then when they win a game, you paper over the cracks and say, well, Arsenal won. Maybe we could win the Europa League. You're screwing yourself. You all want Wenger out, but yet you cheer when they win. You go and give them money. You go and support them. You grow some balls or shut the hell up at the end of the day. Stop whining when they
Ooh.
lose. And, when they win, it's just
Ching.
irritating. It's stupid. Don't whine when they lose that you want Wenger out, and then they win a game. Oh, we're going to win the Europa League. Get the hell out of here. But I will say this: I think they're going to win this game at the Emirates. They're very good. But if I'm an Arsenal fan, which I'm not, I can't stand the team. They should hope they lose. I'll go Arsenal in the over 2.5 at 2. I could see a situation where this is, I don't know, 3-1, 2-1. I think Watford could score just because that Arsenal defense is so poor. But
Yeah.
I'm not in love with this match, but it's something I'll take a shot with.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of value, I have to say, but I do like both teams to score here. I think Watford will score as well against Arsenal's defence. We do have, we've got a few comments here. El Flasho has a nice ring to it. I'm with El Flash on this one. And then Musty says, haha, El Flasho. Something from Disney Pixar Coco. There we go.
This is all
He's a
getting a
cartoon
bit
now.
obscure, this,
But they do like your bet there, El Flasho. So not a bad one. Bournemouth versus
You know what?
Tottenham.
Natalie, sorry. I'm going to his Wikipedia page and will transform Flash into Flasho tomorrow.
All right. 2 more to go. Bournemouth versus Tottenham now. Tottenham 1.54, draw 4.6, Bournemouth 6.6. Obviously, Tottenham now on a low. Their Champions League dreams are over. How will they bounce back over at Bournemouth? Flash, what are you going for?
I can see Tottenham winning this 2-0, to be honest. I think they absolutely battered Juventus for 85 minutes last night, went asleep for 5 minutes, and that's the end of the Champions League. So for me, I'm going for Spurs -1 at 2.3 again. So, yeah, I expect Tottenham to be far too strong, and now they've got to cement their top 4.
Okay, they do need to cement their top 4. Yes, they do. Alex, what do you like?
I love the both team to score bet at 1.75. Bournemouth at home, they are really, really decent when they're playing on their turf. And with Tottenham coming after this dramatic loss, let's say,
Yeah.
when I think that Juventus needed to go through this, they were the better side in the two matches. Bournemouth can score against them, so both teams to score at 1.75.
Yeah. And Stuart wasn't able to make the best bet show, and we think it's because of the Tottenham loss. He said for other reasons, but we have our doubts. He couldn't face the music. We know. Flash, no, you guys don't. Big man, Bournemouth versus Tottenham.
All I'll say to him is, Juve per sempre sarà. That's all I'll say.
Big man sings.
Yeah, was you a choir boy? Was you a choir boy?
No. My mother's a singer. She sang when we went to mass when I was younger, little bit. But no, I'm it was nice to see us today. But yes, I'm gonna go with Tottenham -1 as well. I'm gonna go on the Asian handicap though. This is why Flash loses bets. Flash, you got to take an Asian handicap. What are you doing with that? What a European cap? What is that? What are you 1980 Flash? Bet the -1 in the Asian handicap. You get a push.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll do that next year. I'll do Asian handicap next season.
Well, I mean, if it's a 2-1 win, you lose. You're not going to get your money back. -1 at 1.85, it's a good price. And let's say they win 2-1, you get your money back. I'm going to go.
Listen, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot this year. I've learned a lot, and I've noticed that I've made quite a few mistakes where I've near enough basically hit the post, and where you boys get your money back or voided, but I lose. So yeah, I will next year go for the 1.25s and the 0.5s and things like that. But until then, I'll just keep.
If you're not relegated next year.
Well, that's it. If not,
If
yeah.
if Nigel
thing is,
if
what happens if
Nigel
not-
will not come to take
thing
her
is, you
place,
might be promoted.
True. Good point.
The big man might go to Super League.
Yeah, you
Good
think,
point.
yeah,
I
he'll
might
be
be
on
on.
the suit.
I might be on.
We're gonna create
I
a
might be on
special
Sky
show just for
Sports.
big man. Yeah,
I might be on
on
Sky
yeah.
Sports.
ESPN. Yeah, on
Yes.
ESPN.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or you might be on. You might
He
be on
may leave
Seeley's
us for
home
greener pastures, will big man, because he's
I
doing
actually
so
had
well.
I actually had Steven Gerrard reached out to me and said he'd love to have me on with him and Rio Ferdinand. So I actually might be on there
BT.
next year. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Good.
You
now
gotta
that
face Stadia.
now that Thierry Henry is leaving to coach Arsenal,
Arsenal.
maybe you will have your place there.
Right. Exactly. A match made in heaven. Wanger out.
All right. I'm not sure if I said my bet. Bournemouth versus Tottenham. I think I know I'm going for both teams to score. Both teams to score 1.72. I found Bournemouth scoring in their last 10 matches, including I think it was 3 against Chelsea, 2 against Arsenal. Which, to be honest, against Arsenal right now, that's not saying much. But I think at home they should get a goal in. 1.72 I found, which brings us to Monday's match here, Stoke versus Man City. Man City 1.22, draw 6.5, and Stoke 15. Found it hard to find some value on this one. Big man, did you find anything?
No, not really. I mean, I might mess around maybe with a goal scorer market, maybe take Leroy Sané to score something, but no, it's going to be a pass for me, Natalie. I mean, City's obviously in the driver's seat here. They have much bigger fish to fry. I mean, they might beat Stoke fairly easily here, but we haven't seen a ton of crooked goal lines from them lately. I mean, for the most part in the Premier League. I'm gonna pass on this one.
All right. A pass. What about you, Alex?
Second pass.
Second pass. El Flasho, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm passing as well, but I was leaning towards something like Man City and under 2.5 goals. But I am actually leaving it completely alone. I think that Paul Lambert will try and keep it as tight.
Yeah. And pass for me, I have to say. I can see nothing in this match. I'm predicting a Man City win, that's for sure, but 1.22 certainly very low. Listen, wrapping up the show now, the best part, we've got the banker and the 2-team parlay. Just as well, for our record, when it's a banker, we bet 2 units instead of the customary 1 that we bet for our single bets. So, Flash, what have you got for us this week?
I've got Manchester United to beat Liverpool is my nap, and my parlay is Everton at home and West Ham and Burnley, Alex special.
Okay. Alex, what have you got?
Which is both teams to score on over 2.5.
So many tips he had this round. I thought that he will say, I don't have any banker because anyway I will lose it. So better to stay on 0 than to lose 2 units, I'm going Leicester draw no bet 1.84. And the double is Everton versus Brighton and Huddersfield versus Swansea, both on the over 2 goals on the Asian handicap.
Okay. Leicester draw no bet as well. My banker 1.84, and I'm going to combine that with Burnley plus 0.5, 1.7, and what am I going to do? Bournemouth versus Tottenham, both teams to score. So there we go. That is it. That draws everything to a close. Best
Big
of
man.
luck. Oh, sorry, big man. Sorry. What are you going for?
Yeah, Natalie, when I was a younger lad in my time, an underworld figure, shady figure, once told me, "Don't throw stones in glass houses." And Alex from Need for Tips has done that all day here, taking shots at my good friend Flash, a mate of mine for years now, and I'm getting sick of it. What is up with that, Alex? You should not be throwing stones in glass houses.
I think he's taken a leaf from your book. It's usually you against Flash.
I love Flash. I'm up for the year.
Yeah, I think you're always having a good old go at Flash. It's like this little, always having a little dig.
I think that
it's like honestly, it's like we're like 3 brothers and a sister.
Right.
Yeah.
Good point.
You
I'm
know,
gonna go.
I never have a go at Flash, I have to say. You
don't.
boys
Well,
always
you
have a
do.
go at
Yeah, you
Flash.
do. Yeah, you do.
I'm always backing
You
Flash
do.
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
Flash, yeah.
You had one before the show. You were
Yeah.
saying how he needs to watch the show. Remember? He was trying to get Alex's tips, and you're telling him to watch the
He was
show.
trying to get me. He was trying to get Alex's tips, though. Therefore, you've got to watch the show.
Yeah, but that's only so
You
that I can
can't just
keep an
you
eye
can't
so that
just
I've got
message
something to
Alex
watch.
afterwards and say, "Send me your tips." Can you? You've
I'd
got to
do
watch
that.
the show.
No, but I wanted to have a little look at them, just so that I've got something to watch. I'm going to Dublin this weekend anyway, so I probably won't have a
nice.
clue what day of the week it is.
What are you
Yeah, I'm
doing
going
up
to watch
there,
the
Flash?
Ireland. I'm going to watch Ireland Scotland rugby on Saturday afternoon. I'm a guest.
Oh, how about that? Very good. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with Leicester as my banker. Leicester at what was it? 2.62. Two-team parlay. I'm gonna go Liverpool, and I'm gonna go Burnley. Draw no bet just to be safe in a parlay. I'm going to New York tomorrow, so you all have fun. Flash will be in Dublin. It's like a worldwide excursion for the bankroll team. Enjoy your week.
That's great. I'm heading to the beach as well this weekend, so we're all doing different things. Alex, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm
Nice.
going out of town. Is one of my friend's birthday. We rented a big villa and we're going to have a big party.
That's great.
Look at us all this weekend, all with wonderful
I
plans.
know,
Well,
yeah.
listen, you're doing great stuff, guys. Listen, I'm going to ask you all about your weekend trips next week. Best of luck with your bets, especially you, Flash. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a fantastic betting weekend, and only bet what your bankroll can afford, please. No houses, no cars, no livelihood, just what you can afford. It's for fun in the end of the day. Best of luck, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.